It isn't that time of the year, guys. To all the COD gods out there, thank you so much for liberating me from ever having to play Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War ever again. All I can really truly say at this point is finally! No more Black Ops Cold War, thank you so much. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's the boy Fooly, and I'm bringing you guys another video right here on Black Ops Cold War, and this is my last video on Black Ops Cold War, and man, has it been a goddamn ride on this game, I'm not gonna lie. But before we get into anything, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with my videos, and let's get right into it. So I know a lot of you guys are expecting me to crap all over Cold War for my last video, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, I definitely will. But that's kind of the point of my last video here, is that so many people expect me to do that, and not only because, I mean, let's be honest, this game does deserve to be crapped on, and honestly, that really does summarize my feelings about Cold War, but it really didn't have to be like that, and it's really sad that it was like that, especially coming off of Modern Warfare 2019, a game that a lot of people know. I do not like that game. I don't hate it. I definitely had my fun moments on it, but I don't like it. I'm not a fan. And I'm a really huge Treyarch fan, so the fact that this Treyarch title in specific was really bad, it just makes it all that much worse. Now, to me, the biggest story of this game was the fact that it had so much potential compared to some of the more recent CODs, and not only did it not live up to the hype and expectations of a Treyarch title, some of the design decisions in this game were just ass to begin with, like the score streak system. I don't know who the hell in the right mind complained about the score streak system from Black Ops 4, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2. I can't tell you a single person I know that was ever like, you know, I wish you didn't have to go on a streak for a score streak. Like, what? But if you've been keeping up with my videos for the last couple of weeks, even a couple of months, then you know I have two very heavily opinionated videos on what exactly I think actually ruined Black Ops Cold War. Because that's the story with this title. Like I said, this game essentially had to be ruined to be bad, and that's kind of what happened. Pretty much the two biggest things that I came up with were SBMM and the seasonal content system that did not work in this game. I'm going to talk about the seasonal content first, and then the SBMM second. Now, I don't necessarily hate seasonal content, I just don't think it fits in Call of Duty. My oh my, Season 2 will always go down as the worst season in COD history. And it's not even the fact that Season 2 was ass, which it was. It was more like, after the launch in Season 1, we were craving content. Like, we needed content desperately in this game, especially maps. And did we get that with Season 2? No, not at all, no. Look, I know there's a lot of people who like Apocalypse, but look, it's not my cup of tea, alright? I cannot stand that map. Again, it's not the worst thing in the world if you release a bad map in your game, but the fact of the matter is, this game launched with 7 maps at launch, half of them not even considered to be that good, and throughout the first few months of this game's title, the only maps that were added was Nuketown for like the 30th goddamn time again, Raid and Express, both great maps, but they're not original content, and then Pines and Apocalypse, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't like either of those maps. So yeah, it's safe to say, especially throughout the first few months of this game's life cycle, the content was not all there whatsoever, and it bored a lot of people right away, and that's kind of something that did ruin this title. This game got incredibly boring, especially within the first few months. And look, after a while, the content did catch up. And towards the middle of this entire game's life cycle, I would say that this game actually had a pretty good amount of content. Unfortunately, like I said in that video, too many people already left for anybody to even care about that anymore. And again, I want to say this again, seasonal content just does not belong in Call of Duty. Even in Vanguard, I know Vanguard's going to do a much better job, but you could see the horrible negative effects of it. Hopefully Activision never makes the decision again to ever release a Call of Duty where there's only a single-digit amount of maps at launch and then play catch up for the rest of the year. This right here is exactly what happens. Now, let's talk about SBMM. When it comes to SBMM, ooh, I mean, SBMM has just killed so many moments in Call of Duty history, but especially in these last two titles, and when it comes to Black Ops Cold War, SBMM will do nothing but ruin the game. I'll say this till the end of time, guys. It doesn't matter how good a game is, it doesn't matter how much potential it has, it doesn't matter how much content it has. This goes for Vanguard too. If the game has an unsettling amount of SBMM, like enough to make you not want to play, the game's just gonna be unenjoyable throughout. But with Black Ops Cold War specifically, when you already have a low player count because people don't want to play the game, and then you mix SBMM on top of that, combined with a low amount of maps, look, this game really struggled when it came to SBMM. I mean, everybody you get into a lobby with has Dark Matter Ultra, everybody's always Prestige Master, you start lagging at the worst convenient times ever, your bullets stop connecting. There's so much conspiracy that goes into SBMM, and all of that conspiracy exists because that's how bad SBMM is. That's how riled up SBMM gets people. Overall, SBMM just makes things so much more difficult than they need to be. I can guarantee you nobody with common sense genuinely thinks SBMM is good and belongs in COD. There's just too many negative factors that goes into it. I understand trying to appease to the, to the casuals, to the people who kind of suck balls at the game. I understand that aspect. Nowadays, unfortunately, what SBMM has become is not making the game competitive for casuals. It's just making the game uncompetitive for the people who are actually good. It hinders good players, and I think a lot of people would agree. If we just reduced SBMM in this game right here, Black Ops Cold War, this game would be so much more enjoyable. I can't tell you how many people agree with that, how many people constantly comment that on my videos, that without SBMM or even a lowered SBMM, they would be on this game much more often. And you know what? Myself included. SBMM literally makes me making content worse. I don't like making content on Black Ops Cold War because it gets annoying sometimes. There's just too much evidence of SBMM being apparent in the game. Like, my ping is worse. That's a fact, by the way. I can't think of any other Call of Duty title besides Black Ops Cold War and Modern Warfare 2019 where my ping was a constant 60 plus majority of the time. Mind you, my internet has only gotten better since the start of Modern Warfare 2019 and Black Ops Cold War. The poverty-stricken version of myself with cheap internet had better ping than I do now with wired fiber. Let that sink in. The poor version of myself as a child with McDonald's internet had better ping than I do now when I'm wired with fiber internet. Why is that the case? How does that make any sense at all? Well, if you said SBMM, then you guessed it correctly. If you don't think it's because of SBMM and it's something else, gulag. That's all I gotta say to you. Gulag. Go straight to the gulag. But I think that's enough ranting about SBMM for now. I've done so many videos on SBMM in this title. I mean, it's ridiculous, honestly. Just know that it completely ruined my experience on this game and so many other people's experience for this game. Common sense would tell you that in the year 2020 or 2021, that this Treyarch title would be an improvement to the last Treyarch title that we had, and that's just not the case. I honestly think this is the worst Black Ops title that we've ever had. I'll give my rating on this game at the very end, but just know that I think this is in the bottom 3 Call of Duties of all time. I just don't like it. I don't hate it. It's just an utter disappointment. But this next piece is probably the craziest part about this video. Even though I disliked a large majority of this game, the reason I can't say I totally hate this title or dislike it this much is because content-wise on my channel, this is the best my channel has done. And it's kind of funny that I'm recording this on the 2-year anniversary of my channel. Thank you everybody. Thank you. Round of applause for myself. Thank you so much. But my channel has grown so much within this last year, I can only appreciate it for that fact alone. At the end of Modern Warfare, I think I had around 300 subscribers, and now nearing the end of Black Ops Cold War, I have almost 1,500, which is a massive exponential growth for me, at the expense of my enjoyment for this game, obviously, but I made a ton of great content on this game, and that's honestly the most bittersweet part about saying goodbye to this game. I know that sounds kind of corny, I'm not gonna lie. My fault. But truthfully, honestly, I'm not gonna come back to this game, at least not for the foreseeable future. This game just gave me way too many headaches and too many problems. I don't want to return to this game, even though my channel grew so much throughout this entire title. If you go back to my final review of Modern Warfare 2019, I was incredibly happy to not play that game ever again. With Black Ops Cold War, it's a little different because I do like playing this game sometimes when it's good. It's just almost never at that point, and whenever it was towards the end of this game's life cycle where nobody was playing it. My overall rating for this game, wow. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I give it a 5 out of 10. I think last year I gave Modern Warfare 2019 a 4.5 out of 10 because my channel grew so exponentially and I actually feel bittersweet about not playing this game anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and boost my score from a 5 out of 10 to like a 6.5 out of 10. The bad moments were genuinely god-awful, I'm not gonna lie, but the good moments, every blue moon when they actually were there, I had a good time. Not gonna lie. But that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I'm curious to know what you guys' final thoughts are on Black Ops Cold War. What would you rate it out of 10? What do you think ruined this game or made this game great? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with my new videos coming up. And for the last time, guys, it's been the boy Fooly on Black Ops Cold War. Have yourselves a good one. I'm out of here. Toodaloo.
Ain't in my body.